You know what is worse than a delayed project? When your own contractor stops answering your calls. It always starts with trust. Maybe it was a home renovation or a commercial project. You pay the advance 40% and sometimes 60%. Then the tiles don't arrive, workers vanish and the site looks abandoned. And the worst part, you do not even know if you can legally do anything about it. Because it is not just a broken promise, it is a breach of contract. Let me tell you about Ramesh. He is a small business owner in Pune who decided to renovate his office. He hired a contractor for 12 lakh rupees, verbal agreement, handshake deal. Everything was smooth for 2 months until one morning, silence. No material, no update. When he confronted the contractor, he said, "Sir, prices of cement have gone up. Need more money to continue." Ramesh, helpless, paid another rupees 2 lakh just to get it moving. But the work never resumed. Now here is where most people go wrong. They either stop paying or start threatening. Neither works, because legally without a written contract you are already standing on weak ground. A valid contract under Section 10 of the Indian Contract Act 1872 requires offer and acceptance, lawful consideration, intention to create legal relation, free consent and the terms that can be performed. If any of this are missing, your agreement is just a conversation. But here is the twist. Even if there is no written agreement, courts can still help you. How? Through implied contracts and evidence of conduct. Under Section 70 of the Indian Contract Act, if one party benefits from another's work or money, they can be legally bound to compensate fairly even without a signed document. So yes, those WhatsApp chat, payment screenshot and progress photos, they do matter. Now once you realize you have been duped, you have 3 legal routes. First, civil remedy, breach of contract. You can send a legal notice through an advocate demanding refund, compensation or completion. If ignored, you file a civil suit for recovery under Order 4, Rule 1 of the CPC 1908. Second, consumer court, deficiency in service. If the contractor promised a service like building, renovation or interior work and failed to deliver, it is covered under Section 211 of the Consumer Protection Act 2019. You can directly approach District Consumer Forum if the claim is up to Rs 50 lakh. Criminal action, cheating or misappropriation. If there is clear deceit or misuse of funds, Section 420 of IPC cheating and Section 406 criminal breach of trust can apply. But be careful, not every delay is a crime. You need proof of fraudulent intent from the beginning. You will be shocked to know this, even the Supreme Court has dealt with contractor fraud at scale. In Kailashnath Associates vs. DDA, the court held that a contractor or party who defaults cannot unfairly return advance money. The refund was ordered with interest. And in BSNL vs. Motorola, the court clarified that if one party fails to perform contractual obligation, other side can recover losses without suffering twice, once financially and other mentally. So yes, even a small homeowner can stand firm against a large contractor. Now let us talk about something people miss, the tax angle. If you have made advance payments to your contractor, you are supposed to deduct TDS at 1% under Section 194C only if it is a business contract and not a personal one. If you miss that, the income tax department may treat it as your default and disallow the expense in your book. And here is the other twist. Contractors often collect GST but never deposit it. If that happens to you, the payer lose your input tax credit and the government still demands tax from you. That is why your invoice should always mention GST of the contractor, nature of service, amount and tax separately, and signature or digital authentication. Those small details protect you financially and legally. There is one more shocking truth. If you file a consumer case and your contractor refuses to appear, you can get an ex parte judgment, full refund plus compensation within months without even attending multiple hearings. That is how hundreds of homeowners have quietly won disputes simply by following the process and not panic. So the next time your contractor disappears, do not let frustration take over. Let the law take charge. Keep every receipt, every WhatsApp chat, every promise in writing. Always verify GST and TDS applicability before making payment. Choose legal notice first, consumer forum second, civil court third. And remember this, you are not powerless because you are a small client. The Indian legal system protects you if you know where to knock, because in the world of contracts, trust is beautiful but documentation is divine. Follow Pocket Tax Lawyer where we decode tax and law so that no one can take your money or peace of mind again.